making English simple for everyone.
Speak English with Josh and Hana.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Talk with Hana and Josh.
Yes, we are so happy you're here again. Grab your coffee, your tea, whatever you're holding right now, and let's just talk.
And hey, quick thing before we start. If this podcast is helping your English even a little bit, hit that like button and subscribe. Not for us, for you. It's like a little reminder to your future self. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm growing.
Exactly. Okay, let's get into today's topic.
So this one actually came from a subscriber. Someone messaged us and said, I always mix up say and tell. Please help me.
Say and tell. Oh, this is such a common one.
It is, but don't worry. It's small, but powerful. Once it clicks forever.
Exactly. It's not scary. It just needs a little feeling.
Right. Before we even touch the words, though, can I be honest about something?
Always.
When I was learning Korean, I used to freeze before I said anything. Like, my brain would prepare the perfect sentence, and by the time it was ready, the conversation had already moved on.
Oh, I know that feeling so well. For me, it was Spanish. I'd rather stay quiet than say something wrong.
Yes, and that's exactly what we want to say to you right now before anything else. You're not bad at English. You're just learning.
That's it. That's the whole thing. Learning means mistakes. Mistakes mean you're trying, and trying is the only way forward.
So take a breath. We're not here to test you today. We're just here to talk with you.
Okay, let's start gently. Concept 1. Say.
Say is simple. Think of it like this. Say is about the words themselves, what came out of your mouth.
Like, she said, I'm tired.
Exactly. It's the words floating out into the air, not really pointed at anyone specific.
Here, let's hear it a few more times. He said he'll be late. I said thank you. They said it's going to rain.
Notice something? No person right after said. It's just the words.
Right. Now try it with us. Think of something small you said today, maybe to a friend, maybe to yourself in the mirror. Go ahead, say it out loud. I said...
Nice. That's the feeling of say, just words leaving your mouth.
Okay, concept 2. This one usually scares people a little. Tell.
It's okay though, don't panic. It's actually really human once you feel it.
Tell needs a person. It's not just words floating away. It's words going to someone, like a little gift handed directly to a person.
I told him the truth. She told me a secret. Tell your mom I said hi.
See that? Him, me, your mom. Someone is always standing right there, receiving it.
Think about real life. When you tell someone something, it feels personal, right? Like you're choosing them.
Yes, that's the emotional part. Say is just talking. Tell is connecting.
Try one with us. Think of a secret or maybe just some news you told a friend recently. I told.
Perfect. You're already feeling the difference.
Okay, deep breath because now we go into the trickiest part, concept 3.
This is where even advanced learners pause a little.
It's the same idea, but in real conversations, tone changes everything. Listen to this. He is quiet.
And now, he is being quiet.
Feel that difference?
He is quiet, that's just who he is, part of his personality, always.
But he is being quiet. That means right now, in this moment, something is different. Maybe he's upset. Maybe he's thinking. It's temporary.
It's the same with say and tell in real relationships. Sometimes you just say things out loud, no target, just expressing yourself.
But sometimes you specifically tell someone because you trust them or you need them to know.
That shift from talking into the air to talking directly to someone's heart, that's the real emotional difference between say and tell.
Beautifully put.
Okay, let's catch our breath. Quickly cap one line each.
Say is the words, no person attached.
Tell is the words given directly to someone.
And being quiet or being anything means it's happening right now, not forever.
And listen, you don't need to master this today. Just let it sit in your mind gently.
Okay, now let's put it all together in a little story.
Picture this. It's evening. Sarah comes home from work.
She says, I'm exhausted, to no one in particular, just letting it out into the air.
Then she sits with her sister and tells her about a hard meeting at work. Just the two of them, something personal, something shared.
Her sister notices Sarah is being unusually quiet after that, not her normal self, just tired tonight.
So her sister gently says, hey, it's okay. Tell me if you need anything.
See how naturally that flows? Say, tell, being, all just living together in real conversation.
Beautifully. Now let's talk about the mistakes because everyone makes these and that's completely fine.
Mistake 1, saying tell without a person, like I told that I was tired. That feels a little empty, right? Because tell always needs someone to receive it.
Here's a little trick. Tell doesn't like being alone. It needs a partner right after it. Tell him, tell her, tell me.
Mistake 2, adding a person after say directly, like I said him. We don't do that. If you want a person there, you need a little word first. I said to him.
Say likes its space. If you want to bring a person close, you gently introduce them with to.
Mistake 3, forgetting the being feeling and just saying he is quiet when you actually mean something temporary, something happening only right now.
These aren't failures, by the way. These are proof that your brain is actively working, actively trying. That's a beautiful thing.
Truly. Even native speakers pause. They repeat themselves, they correct themselves mid-sentence all the time.
All the time. Confidence doesn't mean perfection. It just means you keep going.
So here's one simple sentence just for you right now. Say it out loud wherever you are. I want to tell you something.
That's it. Feel how natural that is. Communication first, grammar later.
Let's walk through it all one more time, but in a new little scene so it really sticks.
Imagine you're at work. Your coworker says, "This project is stressful. Just talking, letting it out."
Later, she pulls you aside and tells you she's thinking about quitting. Now it's personal. Now it's just for you.
And you notice she's being unusually serious today, different from her normal cheerful self.
So you say, gently, thank you for telling me. I'm here for you.
See? Say, tell, and being all working together, all completely natural, all full of feeling.
That's really the heart of today's lesson.
If you remember one thing from this episode, let it be this. Language isn't about rules, it's about reaching someone.
Sometimes you just say what's in your heart, and sometimes you choose someone and you tell them.
Beautifully said, Hana.
Thank you, Josh.
Okay, that's today's episode. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
This podcast is all about learning English the natural way, through real conversation, real feelings, no pressure, no judgment.
If this helped you even a little bit, please like and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people find their way here, and honestly, it helps you too. It keeps you close to your own progress.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, keep trying.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves.
Bye for now.